Ladies and gentlemen, wealth is not something you stumble upon by chance. It is not reserved for a chosen few nor limited to a specific class of people. Wealth is the product of principles, discipline, and vision. Today, I want to share with you 5 unshakable rules for becoming rich, not just in your finances, but in your capacity to live a fulfilled and impactful life. Every individual is born with a purpose, a unique reason for existing. Wealth does not begin with money, it begins with discovering that purpose. Your purpose is the foundation of your potential. Without it, your efforts are scattered and your resources lack direction. Too many people chase after wealth without understanding that it is tied to the value they bring to the world. You cannot pursue true riches without first uncovering the gift that you carry within you. This gift is not something external that you need to acquire. It is already inside you, waiting to be discovered, nurtured, and shared. Your purpose is the answer to someone else's problem. Every wealthy person you admire has built their success by identifying a need or solving an issue for others. Whether it's through innovation, creativity, service, or leadership, they have tapped into their purpose and turned it into a resource that others are willing to pay for. This is a principle you must embrace. Wealth flows towards solutions. The greater the problem you solve, the greater the wealth you will attract. Discovering your purpose requires self-reflection and intentionality. It is not something that happens automatically. You must take the time to evaluate your passions, talents, and experiences. Often your purpose is hidden in what you love to do or in the challenges you have overcome. What comes naturally to you? What do people seek your help for? What keeps you up at night? Not with worry, but with excitement and anticipation. These are clues that lead you to your purpose. Purpose also comes with responsibility. When you discover what you are meant to do, it is not just for your benefit. It is for the betterment of others. Your gift is not meant to serve you alone. It is a tool for making a difference. This is why purpose and wealth are interconnected. The more you serve, the more valuable your contribution becomes. Money is simply a reward for adding value. When you focus solely on accumulating wealth, you lose sight of the true driver of riches, the ability to meet the needs of others through your purpose. Living outside of your purpose creates frustration and dissatisfaction. No matter how hard you work, it feels like you are spinning your wheels because you are operating in a space that does not align with your true self. But when you are aligned with your purpose, you enter a flow state where your work energizes you, your ideas flourish, and opportunities come to you naturally. Purpose breeds passion, and passion fuels the consistency and discipline required to build wealth. Your purpose also guides your decisions and priorities. Without it, you are likely to chase after anything that promises quick results or temporary satisfaction. But when you are clear about your purpose, you know what to say yes to, and more importantly, what to say no to. This clarity keeps you focused on the path that leads to long-term wealth and fulfillment. Wealth begins in the mind. Long before it manifests in your bank account, it must first take root in your thoughts. The greatest limitation to wealth is not a lack of resources, but a lack of vision. A person who believes in scarcity will only see obstacles, while a person who believes in abundance will recognize opportunities, even in the midst of challenges. The way you think shapes the way you act, and your actions ultimately determine the results you achieve. If you want to become rich, you must first recondition your mind to think like a person of wealth. The poor mindset focuses on survival, while the wealthy mindset focuses on growth. When you have a poor mindset, you become trapped in a cycle of reacting to circumstances. You see every problem as a roadblock, and every setback feels like a final defeat. But when you cultivate a wealthy mindset, you begin to view challenges as stepping stones and failures as lessons. You develop the ability to adapt, innovate, and persist. This shift in thinking is the foundation of success. Wealthy people don't see limitations, they see possibilities. Your beliefs about money also play a significant role. Many people grow up with the notion that money is bad or that wanting to be wealthy is selfish. These subconscious beliefs can sabotage your ability to attract and maintain wealth. To overcome this, you must reframe your perspective. Money is neither good nor bad, it is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used to build or to destroy, depending on the intentions of the person who wields it. When you view money as a resource that can create opportunities and transform lives, you begin to treat it with respect and use it wisely. A wealthy mindset also requires you to focus on abundance rather than lack. The way you think about what you have determines how you handle it. If you constantly dwell on what you don't have, you create a sense of lack and fear, which leads to poor decision making. But when you operate from a place of gratitude and abundance, you attract more of what you value. Gratitude helps you see the resources you already possess, whether it's time, skills, or relationships. This perspective encourages you to maximize what you have, rather than waiting for external circumstances to change. Another key aspect of cultivating the right mindset is learning to control your environment. Your thoughts are influenced by the people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the habits you practice daily. If you surround yourself with negativity or people who doubt your potential, it becomes harder to maintain a mindset of abundance. On the other hand, when you align yourself with mentors, peers, and ideas that inspire and challenge you, your mindset begins to shift. You start to think bigger, aim higher, and act with confidence. Cultivating a wealthy mindset means understanding that wealth is not an overnight achievement. It is the result of consistent effort, patience, and belief in your ability to create value. This mindset helps you remain focused on your goals, even when progress seems slow. Wealth is always tied to the value you create for others. It is not about chasing money, but about solving problems that matter. Money is simply a reward for addressing needs and offering solutions. When you focus solely on pursuing money, you often miss the real opportunities that create lasting wealth. True wealth is built on the foundation of service and contribution. To achieve it, you must shift your mindset from asking, "How can I get rich?" to asking, "Whose problem can I solve?" The answer to that question becomes the key to unlocking abundance. Every successful entrepreneur, innovator, or leader has one thing in common: they identified a problem and provided a solution. Problems are opportunities in disguise. They are the gaps waiting to be filled, the inefficiencies that need correction, or the desires that need fulfillment. The larger the problem, the greater the opportunity for wealth. When you train yourself to look for problems instead of complaining about them, you begin to see the world differently. Every challenge becomes a chance to create value, and every need becomes a door to possibility. To solve problems effectively, you must first understand the people you aim to serve. Wealth is generated by meeting the needs of others, and you cannot meet those needs if you do not understand them. This requires empathy, observation, and a genuine desire to make a difference. It means listening to what people say and paying attention to what they do not say. What are their frustrations? What are their goals? What solutions are they searching for but cannot find? When you position yourself as the answer to their questions, wealth will naturally follow. Solving problems also requires creativity and innovation. The most successful individuals are those who can think outside the box and approach challenges with fresh perspectives. They do not simply copy what others are doing, they find ways to improve, simplify, or completely revolutionize existing solutions. Creativity does not mean inventing something entirely new, it can also mean adapting and enhancing what already exists. By doing this, you differentiate yourself in a crowded market and create value that people are willing to pay for. Another key to solving problems is persistence. Not every solution will work immediately, and not every problem will be solved on the first try. Persistence separates those who achieve wealth from those who give up too soon. It means testing ideas, learning from failures, and continually refining your approach. The process of solving problems is rarely linear, but with each attempt you grow closer to the solution and develop skills that make you more valuable. It is also important to remember that solving problems does not always mean solving big global issues. Sometimes the most significant opportunities lie in addressing everyday challenges that people face. Whether it's making a task more convenient, improving the quality of a product, or providing a service that brings joy, the value you create is what determines your wealth. Small solutions, when done well and at scale, can yield tremendous rewards. Discipline is the cornerstone of wealth. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when it is not easy or convenient. Many people desire riches, but few are willing to make the sacrifices necessary to achieve them. Discipline is not glamorous, but it is essential. It is the foundation upon which lasting success is built. Without it, even the most ambitious plans and the greatest talents will fail to produce results. Discipline transforms dreams into reality by ensuring that actions align with goals consistently over time. One of the most critical areas where discipline plays a role is in managing time. Time is the most valuable resource you possess because it cannot be replenished. How you use your time determines how far you will go in life. Wealthy individuals understand the value of time and are disciplined in how they allocate it. They do not waste hours on activities that do not contribute to their growth or goals. Instead, they prioritize tasks that move them closer to their vision. This requires saying no to distractions and focusing on what truly matters. Discipline in time management creates space for productivity and innovation, which are essential for building wealth. Discipline is equally vital in financial management. Money, like time, must be handled with care and intentionality. Many people fail to build wealth because they lack the discipline to control their spending. They prioritize short-term gratification over long-term success, spending impulsively and living beyond their means. True wealth requires a different approach. It involves saving before spending, investing in opportunities that yield returns, and delaying unnecessary indulgences. Discipline in financial management means understanding the difference between needs and wants and making decisions that align with your financial goals. Another aspect of discipline is consistency. Success is rarely the result of one significant effort. It is the accumulation of small, consistent actions over time. Whether it is in building a business, developing a skill, or growing investments, consistency is what produces results. Discipline ensures that you show up every day, even when progress seems slow or challenges arise. It is the ability to keep going when others quit, to maintain focus when distractions come, and to stay committed to your vision, even when it feels distant. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum leads to breakthroughs. Discipline also involves managing emotions. Building wealth is not just a practical process, it is an emotional one. There will be moments of doubt, fear, and frustration. There will be times when the temptation to give up feels overwhelming. Discipline is what allows you to push through these moments. It helps you remain steady in the face of uncertainty and resilient in the face of failure. Discipline teaches you to separate your emotions from your decisions, ensuring that you act based on logic and purpose rather than impulse or fear. Another critical aspect of discipline is maintaining focus. The journey to wealth is often filled with distractions. New opportunities, changing circumstances, and external pressures can all pull your attention away from your goals. Discipline helps you stay on track. It ensures that you do not spread yourself too thin or lose sight of what truly matters. Wealthy individuals understand the importance of focus and are disciplined in their ability to concentrate their efforts on a few key priorities. This focus allows them to excel in their chosen areas and achieve greater results than those who scatter their energy. Discipline also requires accountability. It is easy to make excuses when no one is watching, but true discipline is about holding yourself to a standard, even when no one else does. This means setting clear goals, creating a plan to achieve them, and following through on that plan with integrity. It means being honest with yourself about your progress and taking responsibility for your actions. Accountability ensures that discipline is not a fleeting effort, but a sustained practice that leads to lasting results. Discipline is about embracing the process. Wealth is not an overnight achievement, it is the result of deliberate effort over time. Discipline allows you to focus on the journey rather than becoming discouraged by how far you still have to go. It teaches you to find satisfaction in the progress you make each day and to trust that consistent effort will lead to success. Discipline creates a sense of structure and purpose in your life, enabling you to stay the course and achieve the wealth and fulfillment you desire. Generosity is a powerful principle that often seems paradoxical when it comes to building wealth. Many people think that in order to become rich, they need to hold on to as much as possible, hoarding their resources and keeping everything for themselves. But the truth is that wealth flows in circles, not in stagnant pools. The more you give, the more you open yourself up to receiving. Generosity is not just about giving money, it is a mindset and a way of living that creates opportunities for growth, connection, and abundance. True wealth is not measured solely by what you accumulate, but by what you contribute to the lives of others. When you give, you shift your focus from scarcity to abundance. Scarcity thinking tells you there is not enough, so you must cling to what you have. Abundance thinking, on the other hand, recognizes that resources are infinite when they are shared and circulated. Generosity helps you break free from the fear of lack and cultivates a mindset that sees possibilities rather than limitations. This mindset is essential for building wealth because it allows you to take risks, seize opportunities, and believe in your ability to create more. Generosity also builds trust and relationships. In business and in life, wealth is often a byproduct of strong connections with others. People are drawn to those who are willing to give without expecting something in return. Whether it is offering your time, sharing your knowledge, or lending a helping hand, acts of generosity create goodwill and establish you as someone others want to work with and support. Trust is the currency of relationships, and relationships are the foundation of opportunities. By being generous, you invest in others, and that investment often comes back to you in unexpected and meaningful ways. Another aspect of generosity is that it creates a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Wealth without purpose is empty, but wealth used to make a difference is deeply satisfying. When you give, you experience the joy of seeing your resources have a positive impact on the lives of others. This sense of purpose motivates you to continue striving for success, not just for your own benefit, but for the greater good. Generosity transforms wealth from something self-serving into a tool for meaningful change. Generosity also teaches you to detach from money as the ultimate goal. When you give freely, you demonstrate that you are not controlled by your possessions. This detachment creates freedom, allowing you to make decisions based on your values and vision rather than fear or greed. Ironically, this freedom often attracts even more wealth because it shows that you are not operating from a place of desperation, but from a place of confidence and security. People are more likely to trust and invest in someone who has a generous and abundant spirit. In addition to its personal benefits, generosity has a multiplier effect. When you give, you inspire others to do the same. Your actions create a ripple effect that spreads far beyond what you might initially see. For example, when you mentor someone, they may go on to mentor others, creating a cycle of knowledge and opportunity that grows exponentially. Similarly, when you support a cause or invest in a community, the impact of your contribution can spark change that benefits countless people. Generosity has the power to transform not only individual lives, but entire systems and societies. Generosity aligns with the universal principle of sowing and reaping. When you plant seeds of generosity, you set the stage for a harvest of abundance. This is not just about giving money, it is about giving your best in everything you do. Whether it is in your work, your relationships, or your community, the effort and value you contribute will eventually return to you in ways that often exceed your expectations. Generosity creates a cycle of giving and receiving that sustains wealth over the long term. It is a reminder that wealth is not a finite resource, but an ever-expanding flow that grows as it is shared.